front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
Which is a lot of fun. And you mentioned you wanted to do lowish team value Wood Elves against lowish team value Skaven or something, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Did you want to play as the Wood Elves or as the Skaven?
Wood Elves.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wood Elves and Skaven is my worst matchup, according to statistics here.
Okay. Now, the thing is, rookie Skaven really don't have any tools to deal with anything. So, I think it would be a lot more interesting.
You can snap on a few skills there, that's fine.
So, how about we make it something like 1200 or so?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, I'll quickly cook up a custom team. And I won't make it specifically anti-woodies because that's not a lot of fun. Skaven. Do you have something around that TV already, or are you gonna make one too?
I actually made a replica of my G-Man.
Okay, that's good. You can also just use your G-Man team in a friendly if you want.
Yeah, I know, but it seems that it messes with Sean Man when he tries to recap the weeks.
Fair enough.
Say things, I just plug it.
Yeah, that's very kind. What team value is it?
At this moment, it's let's see, 850. But I have three deaths last game, so I can add some stuff in there.
Wow.
Get it up. yeah, it hurt. It was actually 4 deaths, but my Apo at least saved the catcher.
Okay. Well, if you want to use a replica of that team, but maybe then filled up to 12 players or something, I don't know. We can do that. Would that make sense?
Yeah, let's...
So what team value would you wind up with? And I'll make my team over there.
Let's see. I'm probably going to add a reroll for next game, so just add that one straight up. And then I guess my next choice will be a tree or a third catcher. So yeah, I think might go with the tree because I have played 2-3 games with the tree men, so it might as well be good that I try learning those as well.
Yeah, 810 is one hell of a punishment. That is very true. No, I wasn't going to do tackle. I was going to do Mighty Blow Claw because that's something I would take on Skaven, which kind of makes it a bit less I'm gearing my team towards yours specifically. That seems fair.
Yeah. All right, so I'm at 8 players now, but I'm going to be just above 1200 with the loners. And I'm thinking I'm always going to have loners. With Elves, I might as well have some in the team.
Yeah, fair enough. Knowing how to deal with that is definitely a thing too. Oh, that's already 1190. Oops. You were going to be just above 1200, right?
I'm 1040 now, and I'm going to have and I have 3 loners, yeah. So that's 210. That's 1250.
1250, okay. That's good. Then I'll make 1250 work for me. So that's 2 more normal rolls. Yeah, just block. Do you have tackle?
I do. I have 1 tackle and 1 triple.
Yeah, this seems like the kind of Skaven team that you could have at 1250 realistically. I mean, there's no Limebrat skills right now, but this seems pretty legit, I guess. Well, there's no fan factor. Usually, Skavens don't wind up with 0 fan factor, but whatever.
Oh wait, you can actually add another skill, because at this point I am gonna have, if I add the tree, I am gonna have another catcher at least. So.
Okay.
That's
Cool. Well, in that case, you know what? I'm going to add 2 fan factor just to make it more realistic. There we go. So we have our team. I'm going to have to add you on Steam for a second because otherwise we cannot play if friendly. Or I'll just find my Steam profile because I have that here somewhere. View my profile. There. Copy URL. Sending it to you on Discord. There you go. That's me. So if you send me a friend request, I'll accept and then we can do this thing. They changed how Steam looks and everything is confusing now.
Yeah, I tried to find my Steam profile for like 5 minutes the other day. Or well,
Did you send a request?
I'm on it.
Awesome.
There we go.
Trying to find it in the...
Have you got it?
Probably. Come on, Steam, work with me here. It's not showing here. Yeah, that's the problem with too many friends. Oh, there's a tab for it. It's a new tab. Yeah. All right. Okay, yes, I got it. So now back to Bloodbowl 2. Back to the training rats. No, because we need to do friendly match. Online. And that should be you. I think you have a request now to join in-game.
Alright.
Guess who's also got too many teams? Oh. There they go.
I can't find a request yet.
Oh. I sent it again.
0 new invites.
It should just show up in your Steam as invited to game, I think.
Yeah. That's where I am at.
Oh wait. Maybe it would help if I did that. How about now?
Nope.
How about now?
Yes.
Woo! All right. I can hear Bob in the background.
For me?
Yes, I think so.
That's horrible. I just bought a new headset today.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. I don't hear myself though, so that's good.
It's something. Actually, you are much louder than what Bob is in my speakers right now.
So you're gonna be 1340 then.
No, it's just 2 learners now.
Ah, okay, great. I'm gonna set this to 4 minutes because we're gonna be spending time talking through stuff.
Yeah.
No monies.
As I said, I'm fairly new to Elves. I've played 37 games.
And
so,
how much have you played in total?
200.
Okay.
Ish. 250 if you count tabletop games.
Oh, that's a respectable number. It's always helpful to have some estimate of people's experience. So I'm going to start Typically with Wood Elves, I like to kick, especially if I have a good one-turner that I can bench. But even if I can't, if I have a kicker, that helps. Then again, Skaven quite often do also want to kick, so in this matchup, it doesn't really matter that much. I would say start with kicking.
Alright.
Thing is, if you have a good one-turner, then the chance of still having him by turn 8 is greater than the chance of still having him by turn 16.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 1 lineman skill up, and it is plus agility. I would have taken it too. It's probably better if you don't, even on Wood Elves. If you already had dodge, then it would definitely be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was very close to actually taking kick with him instead of agility 4.
Don't put the catchers on the blitzable spots, by the way.
Just trying to find my second loner.
He's on the line, or on the corner.
Oh, would you look at that? Alright, so... Yeah, I don't want you there either.
You could consider, since I have a claw, to actually not put the tree on the line. I probably would still leave him there, because if he's soaking up all of the rats around him, that's actually not a bad thing. But it is a risk, because, if I go focus on him entirely, claw him, and he's gone, that's a big punch.
Yeah. Alright, so I usually put my my war dancers one step further in on both sides. Would that leave the catchers there now? Is that right, or?
Well, they're a target either way. Stripple and tackle are perfect picks, of course. They're going to be a target no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you move them further in, then I would move them. I wouldn't put the catchers there either. I would just leave the center a bit more occupied and the flanks a bit emptier, because that makes it harder to blitz them. If you just swap them around, I get an easier 2-die on the catchers, which you also don't want.
Yeah.
So the catcher's 1 square back, and then the dancer's 1 square in, for example. Something like that. The alternative is moving your whole formation a square back. That's actually not bad either. I really wish you could do a marquee select where you just go click, drag, and then move everyone.
Yeah. So should I go with this one, or should I try the one step further back?
I'd stick with this for now.
Alright.
In your previous one, I was tempted to set up a 2-die blitz on the dancer. And in this one, I'm like, I'm not going to bother. So that makes just enough of a difference.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
So, sure hands to go for the ball. So the obvious objective is to steal the ball and score. Failing that, making me score earlier than I want is also a very, very viable thing to do. Am I going to keep my Sakarat benched? No. I don't think so.
I actually think that I do a ton more of touchdowns on defense than I do on offense.
That is fair enough. So 3, 4, 5 would make 6 there. Yeah. We're gonna try and take down the tree. We're gonna rise to the bait. And it's gonna bite us in the ass. Okay. Given that deep kick, that already changes your perspective of the game instantly, right? Because you know that my only sure hands is in the backfield. So what I would be thinking right now, if I were you, because that's kind of where we're going with this, is to try and keep your strip ball dancer relatively far back. Keep him safe and back so that if I choose to give the ball to a gutter, he's a threat to them. And actually send a lot of people forward as much as you can to put pressure on that thrower to make sure that he has to get the ball to the gutters, which then are not safe from the strip ball. Make sense?
Yeah, sounds
cool.
That makes sense, yeah.
I would wind up here. Let's give here a little backup. Just in case. And that's where the sacker dude comes in, because if you're stealing, then I want to steal back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to sacrifice this dude here. Because I want to do the splits. Oh, that's underwhelming.
That's nice.
And that makes the punch on the tree a lot less appealing, but I'm already here! Too little, too late. So we're going to have to eye the tree at the end of her turn, I guess. Yikes. Oh, we have a garter. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's way better. Should have thought of that sooner. But before we try that, we're going to snatch up that ball. Sure, hands not needed. Always checking the distances on your guys, making sure they can't actually mark. Right. Here comes the one-die death.
I was just going to say that this is the kindest start in any game I've ever had, but it's not over yet. There we go.
That's not how you one-die death. I would totally choose not to stand firm here, because that gets your treeman on the Mighty Blow tackle, which is huge.
Yeah.
If you do stand firm, I get to punch you again as well, with one die.
Yeah.
So this is exactly where you want to be. Bad for me. Very, very, very bad for me. No. At least make it a little harder to make that a 3-die, I guess. Here we'll do. Cyanide does not take leap into account when it shows you the range. No, sadly. So your treeman is a rookie. What are skills you would take on it?
My first, if not a double, would be grab.
Okay, very good. Yes. Yeah.
Then I guess as a second is still no double guard.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem. Yeah, guard is actually pretty decent on a woody tree. Break tackle. It can be nice. I mean, there's a lot of strength. So pressure on the back is a thing. If you want to prevent me from scoring, then you're gonna have to take care of those two gutters, because they are scoring threats right now. Blitzing one of them isn't bad anyway. Could even go for a 3-die with tackle on either of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking the one to your right, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would make me able to blitz with the tackle and also send the tackle a bit downfield.
Yep, sounds good. If you make it a 3-die, you're gonna have trouble getting past on a both down though.
Yeah.
But that's not really much of an issue. That square that you pick now prevents you, after you knock the gutter down, that square prevents you from using dodge to cut a corner there.
Oh, yeah.
If you have your catchers and your tackle dancer and they want to get further than the square where the gutter is, then you want to be able to move through that square to where the lino is now.
Yeah. And also I could have dodged out that square with the tackler if I really want to cut corners.
Yes, exactly.
I guess that makes this square pretty bad as well now. Oh yeah, that was stupid.
No, it's okay. You go one square left from where you're putting him now. Yes. And then on the blitz, you send my gutter one square towards me. That's fine. Yeah, so I picked the POW push, because otherwise he's not moving. And then you still have as much room as you did before, see?
Yeah. Would you have followed here?
Yes, just for the extra distance. Because you've still got the dodge reroll, you want the extra distance. You'd rather make it a dodge with reroll than a GFI without.
Yeah.
It's basically like free sure feet here.
Yeah. But I should have like positioned other stuff first, because whoa.
Yeah. I'd rather get in front of that gutter, but maybe with someone else. Like the lino that's behind the tree. He could stand in front of the gutter, because this one has a bit more distance to cover. Snowball could... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now I'd send at least one catcher forward as well. Probably screening off the dancer. But be careful that if you push my mighty blow tackle that he's not next to him. So that's actually not really possible. Planning on your further actions later in the turn is definitely a very big deal. One that I also sometimes screw up. Yeah, this is good. Mind the clock as well. You're on 39 seconds to go.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think that's too far back. He's fast enough that he can reach a bunch of places. This is better. Because otherwise you're creating an area where I can hang back safely with a gutter.
Would you block or dodge out first? Block with the tree or dodge out first?
Dodge with the catcher. 14 seconds.
It's a lineman?
No, yeah, I meant the catcher going forward. Only the ones with skill reroll. I would definitely block before dodging out the loners. Block now. Block. Good. Follow. Yes. Yeah. And not on the dodge, guys.
No, that
take the 50. Yeah, sorry. I talk a lot, and 4 minutes goes by really quickly when you're listening.
Yeah, I had activated all my catchers. I wasn't really sure what.
Oh, right. 2 die on the gutter?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's... Hey, you managed to finish your turn in time! Right, so I've got a bit of an issue. I want to stay clear of him. See, the thing is, the first thing I check is how far forward can I go? And your dancer in the backfield is basically my yardstick for how far am I willing to travel with the ball.
Mm.
So, if you had him a bit more in the middle, then I would have felt less free to go there, for example.
Yeah. Now, of course, your tackler was at my tree. I didn't think of that. I thought the tackler was the guy in the middle.
Yeah, so you were scared. You were scared of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So you've got tackle here, which means I would rather have him there.
When I first moved back, I measured from him. That storm vermin in the middle.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of like this spot too. Guess you can see why. Because it covers the two most obvious approach paths, even though your strip ball can't reach. It's basically impossible for you to get a 1 die with the tackle guy now.
Yeah.
Oh. Claw the catcher. Such wasted team value.
Yeah, that dodge would have been nice there. Then it would have been, that classic catcher for me.
Mm-hmm.
1 turn and out. Bye-bye, golden pile.
You keep them busy. Well, your tree is still keeping the Mighty Blow tackle at bay.
Yeah.
So that's good. The next game in the World Cup is an Undead Mirror match. The last 2 Undead teams facing each other. Ah, sure.
Yeah,
There we go.
4 real tempted.
Oh. Yeah, I've already spent 2 of them.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
Yeah, one was the one die on the tree that skulled, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Since you have 11, it's risky, but I would seriously consider just going for the gang foul on the Mighty Blow tackle here.
Yeah. All right.
You'd have either a 3 die blitz on my gutter in the center, or potentially a 1 GFI 2 die blitz on the blodge gutter, the guard gutter. That would be worth considering as well, because you're safe from tackle over there. You're putting pressure on the ball carrier, and you're punching a high value target. I wouldn't go make that 3 dice because of position, but making that 1 GFI 2 die blitz is worth considering. In that case, I just stand up one of the journeymen next to the the one straight in front of me, for example.
Yeah. Also, it kind of feels like a safe play to go for the gutter runner in the middle, but it will also give you a lot of room to maneuver, I guess.
Exactly. You want to keep the pressure on the ball. I can't get the ball safely to a gutter anywhere in the right direction. So also not being safe where I have it on the sure hands is very good for you. So you don't need assists if you're going to make it a 2 die.
Yeah.
And I would save the assists for the foul instead. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I probably want to move this guy before if everything fails horribly.
Yeah, that's actually very sensible.
Actually,
unless you're planning to foul with him, yeah. Because if you don't want to risk getting everyone in position and then doing the loner dodge fail, yeah. Sure, good call. You could even use the dancer for that assist if you want. That leaves one more player. No, I meant no. Definitely not towards the. No, to assist the 2 die block against Obskilo Scuttle.
Yeah. So put him like there then.
I put him on the corner closest to him. Yeah.
To keep presence in the middle.
Because then he covers all sides. Actually, I would also just stand up the other journeyman, because having 2 tackle zones on Hicht prevents me from playing the ball to him and running off with it.
Oh yeah, fair enough. All right. Would you start with the blitz or with the normal block?
I'd start with the blitz.
Catcher first as well.
Well, that didn't work. Not worth rerolling. Tackle's still in place. You're still threatening the ball-ish. So now I'd go for the 2-die, assisted by the dancer. I'm not too sure about moving Hartman towards the foul, though, because that makes the left flank field way too empty.
I was thinking maybe... Oh, fuck. Putting him...
I'd put him next to the dancer.
Yeah.
I would put Hartman next to the dancer to prevent me from getting a 2-die blitz on the dancer.
Yeah.
Unless I shove my guard in there, but that's scary. Yeah.
So there or...
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. It means I have no real safe options right there. And then move the catcher where he both assists the foul and marks the line rat. Yeah, perfect. This is indeed an educational match, Corvain, against your fellow top-tier patron, Stygian.
I feel like I like this spot for the foul.
Yeah, that's where I would be too. Just because that's where most of the action is going to be.
Yeah. But he's going to be sent off. So. Oh,
nope.
It's fine.
Do you want the tree to move after that? I could see him go diagonally upwards next to the gutter, just to screen that off. Oh, sorry. That's upwards on my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what?
To be honest, leaving him here isn't awful either. Spent so much time thinking about your turn. Now I got to think about mine. Yeah, that Mighty Blow tackle is in a pretty shitty spot. And he's kind of important too. So me choosing to focus on the tree, because you took a risk in the beginning by feeding your tree to the potential claw, but you can see now how it's paying off, because my forces were way too centered. I wound up risking a 1-die on the tree, spending a reroll, pushing him onto my Mighty Blow tackle, and all of that is just because you chose to get the tree into the action on the first turn. All right, we're gonna kill the tackler. Oh, that's fair. You did that.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Oh, the wrestler also doesn't get it. Yeah, this is making my life a little bit complicated here.
Yeah, it looks like... Well, at least in my level of play and the opponents I face, this would definitely translate to me getting a good shot at the ball. I'm not that certain it will in this case.
Yeah.
That's a lot of G-pods.
What I hate is that I spent my entire turn figuring out how to make your life hard, and then as soon as my turn is done, and normally I can relax, instead I have a very hard turn because I have to coach you through it. This stuff gets a bit silly sometimes.
At least you know my game plan by then.
No, I usually surprise myself. Right, so 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, there. Yeah, so basically trying to make your life a little bit harder here. There we go. What tree?
That's filthy.
It is very filthy. Then again, I didn't get your dancer down. despite the wrestler. Because I would have loved to foul that tackle. So, you've partially succeeded. I approve of that position, so go ahead and do that. You don't want to wait until the end of your turn to make the GFIs. Now, the thing that I did that is most important is I made it so that my strip ball is actually protecting the cage. Because I've got guard on two squares, and the other 2 squares are covered by the strip ball. So you're going to need to get a tackle zone on him to clear that threat. And what I think I would do is I would make the 2 die with the dancer straightforward, so with the tackle dancer. So you cancel an assist on your right flank and you add an assist on your left, yes? Because then if the... Yeah. Loners are great for there, yeah.
And here to not give you more blocks, or here to tie up another one?
I would say not give more blocks at this point, yes. So if this 2 die is a push, then you still got a 1 die on the ball coming in. That I would take.
Okay.
Just make sure, just to make sure that the square you leave open is not one that has guard on it.
Yeah, let's see. That's fine.
So you push him right?
All right, yeah.
Because that square's... Yeah. Yes, exactly. Because that square is bad to blitz from. And you want to follow this because otherwise you're clogging up your own route and you're not...
And take away your assist.
Yeah. So now you have the 1 die on the ball.
Yeah. I should probably want to do some other things first, maybe.
Let's see. I'd leave the catcher who's connected. Actually, no. What I would do is I would put that catcher next to the gutter who's scoring threat. Because if I wind up trying to score, I'm probably going to have to pass. And the catcher has a good intercept chance. Yeah.
So would you put one of the linemen in front of the gutter as well? Or that's overkill?
You also want people to be able to respond to the steal if it happens. Yeah. I would probably put touchdown, the lineman, as a screen between the agility 5 and the mighty blow tackle. So 2 squares in front and 1 square to your right of the agility 5.
Okay.
1 more forward. Yeah. Because the tree isn't moving. So he screens off more space with the same effect. All right. Well, I guess you figured out how I would do the blitz from here?
Yeah, here and jump over more after.
Exactly.
And then, of course, promptly fall on your face.
You could even consider having touchdown mark my mighty blow tackle just because otherwise he's going to kill your dancer. But that's also risking players and you don't have a bench. If you had 13 or something, I would do that. But with 11, I probably wouldn't. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'm hoping you will get to focus on the ball instead. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So the jump.
The ball can end up on the dancer and you get both.
Mm-hmm. And the 1 die, there you go. I don't have block. Good job.
That's fine. That's nice.
Oh, it actually did.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, you're not going to retrieve that probably. I mean, the agility 5 is capable of it. Because that's 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus... You'd have to go through. That's an extra square. You can just go under behind my lineman and then towards the gutter. Just a straight up diagonal from where you are. Yeah. And then another diagonal. No. The straight diagonal remains 2 plus. Yes? Diagonal?
Oh, yeah.
Diagonal. Yeah. Agility 5, man. Go.
3 seconds left. I'm trying.
Oh. Yeah.
That's very close.
Yes, I would. And pass it out. Oh, so close. The 2 tackle zones making the difference. Yeah, so agility 5s are nice for this kind of stuff, but dodge is so huge. Because if you often wind up in, I can get there with only 2s and 3s. But the skill reroll just matters so much for them.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen my Wood Elf catcher, Eki.
Yeah.
He's movement, agility, leap, blodge. That player saves so many games, but it's the combination of leap, agility, movement, and dodge.
Yeah.
And he might get sure hands as well, I guess, at some point, or sure feet. I don't know. So, my question now is, can I find a good way to both kill a dancer with my low tackle and get the ball safe? I have a guard. Who can be here. And then I have a lineman who can be here. That's a 2-die. 2 dice are nice.
There we go.
And it is a real game now.
Yeah. I'm probably not after this.
No, agreed. Definitely not. Do I still have a gutter to move the ball? Yes, I do. Let's do that now before we... because we're kind of in our own way there. Good. How far can that guy reach? Because the other one's dying. That guy can reach quite far. And this is a wrestler. So that's a bit of a problem. Should have maybe counted that before I did this. Whoops. So, still scary, but we get a mighty blow tackle blitz on the dancer. Yeah. It is a very, very tempting thing to use your agility 5 as you just did. And when it works, it is beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna take kick on him, but then I played a 1-minute turn game against Sean Man, against his agility 6 and agility 5 gutters. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's total bullshit. I need in on that action.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure. So I'm moving this guy here to prevent this anti-assist, hoping for a POW on this dancer, which is dumb because that's the tackle and I don't want him on my garter. Huh. Well. Sucks to be me, I guess. So we just kill that one instead. Fine.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean this is pretty typical for Woodies and Skaven both.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
The good news for me is that by planning to kill your dancer and then thinking, no, I'm not, I've actually made it a lot harder for you to get a good shot at the ball, despite having strength 3 and tackle against my strength 2 and dodge.
Yeah, here I would be thinking just to hit that deep gutter runner you have and hope for a better chance later. Because if I go in with a war dancer now, you just get him to the ground one way or another and then stomp the shit out of him.
Yep. Yeah, this is starting to look like the kinds of drives where I would be thinking, let's make sure I save a reroll for the one turn. Because at some point there's this tipping point. You're not quite there yet, but you're 3 players out. And then I often start thinking about player preservation, focusing on the reroll. focusing on the one turn. I mean, if you have a grab tree and a sure feet catcher, for example, one turning is very, very doable.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to foul here. So you could have a shot at the ball, but it's going to be a long way. And if this dodge works, it's going to be way worse. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
I would not focus on the deep gutter though.
Okay.
Because you don't, you know, or you expect that I don't want to score turn 5. You expect me to want to stall. And so the deep gutter is not as much a threat as it is a decoy.
That is true. I'd rather have you score now than later.
Exactly. So leaving him open is actually, as long as he can't stall in the backfield, as long as you have one guy or maybe even two in the back to threaten him, he's not that dangerous. So what I would do is I would consider blitzing the bludge guard gutter instead.
Yeah.
So the spot where your dancer is now is actually a great spot for the tree. And your journeyman's in the way. He's not really needed there, but it's a fine spot anyway. That'll do as well. So I wouldn't move the tree.
Or maybe here and blitz with the war dancer from there. That way it's covered.
Sure, works. Sounds good. That way, on a both down, you're still going to dodge out anyway.
Yeah.
I would also push touchdown 1 square to his right. Just to make sure that screens already. If you roll quads or something, you never know. You're not going to need him anywhere else. Catcher can probably move in a little bit so that he screens with where the tree will be. You already know where the tree is supposed to go.
There, yeah. It's
so then
over there.
Oh no, I would say 2 squares behind the tree where he is now.
Oh yeah, I just meant the tree was going to be where the war dancer is now.
Yeah, so 1 forward from here, because otherwise the screen has a gap. Yes. Yeah, having this mental image of how screens do and don't work when you haven't placed your players yet is a big part of figuring out the correct play order.
Yeah, I'm definitely not good at that.
Alright, I think this is a good time for the blitz. The other guys are in an okay spot.
Okay, please die. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't reroll because you want to save 1 for the 1 turn, and this is actually... I would dodge out, however. Because next to that Garter, you're a prime target for a Mighty Blow Tackle Blitz, and you've got dodge anyway. Yeah, that's exactly where I'd put him.
Dodge is used, though.
Dodge is... Ooh, I'd still do it, but you'd have to commit a reroll to it.
Yeah, like here-ish?
Yeah. But well spotted. So, time to move the tree next to 2 line rats. Typically, positions like that are perfect. If you've got multiple non-agility 4 guys standing next to you without the strength to really take you down, that's ideal.
Alright, so I'm not overly concerned with you switching sides, but I also don't want you running down too far deep and put a screen up behind you, because I would make you able to stall. I kind of want something left here with Snowball
I would be considering putting 1 guy 1 square to your right of my deep gutter.
1 square to my right. There or there?
There, yes. Because that means the gutter needs to be blitz free or 3+ escape. Or block, but, you know. And you could even back that up with a second one so that he can't really be blitz free too easily.
Okay, and that best place would be ish.
1 square right again of that guy.
Here?
Yes, because now if I want to blitz the guy marking my gutter, I actually need to cancel the anti-assist.
Yeah.
So yeah, despite having few players, you're still every connected matchup you leave me, I'm outstrengthed. So you had a pretty shitty turn. You didn't achieve much, but your position is still so that I can't just go through my blocks because your tree is marking my line rats and your linemen are marking my my gutters.
Yeah.
And between the loner and the tree, you're still protecting that that dancer from a foul pretty well. I mean, that's obviously what I'm eyeing here.
I know that you love your fouls.
Well, everyone who knows Blood Bowl, knows Blood Bowl loves to foul dancers.
And a prone war dance just screams foul, doesn't it?
Yes, so much so that I'm willing to start with this block. And I am again falling into the trap of playing with your tree.
Yeah, that's who is it? Joker there. He's just bait. He was very bad bait though.
So if I'm willing to count on my strip ball working, my foul working on your strip ball, then I can actually hang out here. Sort of okay-ish. I just kind of need your tree not to stand up for a turn, if that's okay. So, 3 assists on a dancer foul.
Come on, Joker. You got this.
Well, that's good for you. I take that and be glad. I mean, the claw failed on the tree and the gang foul failed on the dancer pretty much. And you got one of my guys out. Okay, so treemen stand up. First action. Don't even think about it. Nope. But now you know. I would be thinking. I know I was playing careful, but this is a 2-die on the ball. I would take it.
Yeah,
I would take it.
I'm gonna take it with Animal Mother there.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm gonna jump, leap to this square.
Yes, but first prevent the anti-assist from Knettle Blade.
Yeah. Guess I kinda want him there or there.
Yeah. So your best retrieval options.
Good. I don't want to dodge out now, but I could maybe send this guy and keep retrieval.
I would not move the catcher yet because dodge and movement are both important for retrieval.
Okay.
What I would do, I think, is move touch. Okay. I would consider moving touchdown around, but then again, he's also someone who can get deep. Yeah, I would move touchdown around and actually use him behind the tree.
Here.
That's no wait. You're blocking your own path. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Right. In that case, Hartman, I guess. Although it's a bit.
I can always block your deep gutter later and make easier path for 8-ball to retrieve. The catcher. Yeah,
that works. Go for that. So, Hartman to cancel the anti-assist. I'd probably just stand up the journeyman, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes. Big plays. Got 3 players left to act with after this. That's always a key point. Keep playing, but if you make a sack play like this, you very often see coaches think very carefully about their sack play, and then they make it, and then it turns out they haven't left anyone to retrieve with. Okay, you got him. I would say towards the thrower, and then don't follow because that's the mighty blow tackle, right? Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, don't want to be there.
Okay, so in this case, you're going to forget about the catcher doing the retrieval. However, you might actually want to send the catcher very, very far forward, as in 8 squares forward at least. No, and pass to him. with touchdown.
In Stormworm that doesn't have tackle, I was kind of thinking if I should go this way.
You can reach that square just as fine. Yeah. It's tricky though. What I think I would do is count out how far can you get with the catcher. 1, 2, with the lineman. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Problem is that guy can reach the ball but can't dodge back out.
Yeah.
So the throw is going to be tricky. I would actually consider making the 2 die against the gutter first, because that puts him outside of touchdown range. Or even down on the ground, yeah. Because leaving the gutter there at this turn and then failing something would be very, very scary.
Yeah.
But this is nice. This is helpful. So I would send the catcher forward. Just far enough away that the mighty low tackle can't reach him.
Let's see, he's over there. Whoops.
2 squares left of your last remaining lineman, and then as far forward as you can get. Yes, and then forward.
One more here, right?
Yes. Yeah, because then at least the tackle can't touch him. Yeah. And then I would consider chucking the ball towards him just because, yeah, the alternative is actually taking the 3+ dodge to begin with, because you do have a reroll still.
Yeah.
Because then you can dodge out and actually make the pass better. I would consider that one. If only you had the agility 5 still. Yeah.
That would be something, right?
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Fuck it. There we go. First one.
You're so committed to the play, I would reroll this. Because if you don't make this, then chances are you're not actually getting... Oh! Do you make the dodge, though? Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Yes. Yes. Go. Pass.
No!
Oh, so exciting. Yeah. So, thing is, you're so committed to this play, your players are so far pushing forward that if you fall over now and you give me the ball, I'm going to move the play out of your reach.
Yeah, you can focus on really killing my players as well, instead of...
Yeah, well, lucky for you, I can't right now because I'm failing, but yes, in principle, that is very possible. So I'm just going to be safe and blitz the guy who's on the ball.
Yeah.
I could have actually gone for a scarier. So then hand off there. Right, so here's the play. Gutter picks up, hands off to the other gutter, who then skedaddles all the way out there.
That's so far.
Yeah, that's gutters for you. They do this, and then you get to be here. Yes, here. And then you get to be there. You still got to play though.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have GFI'd.
3 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
Yep, that's the one.
Then a power.
Yeah. Earlier in chat there was a question, does Cyanide keep leap into account when counting maximum range? If you click on the word answer now, you see exactly how it doesn't. Because it looks like my gutter is safe, but no, leap is a thing. Although, actually, you could even, and I think that's probably way better, you could even 2-die with the loner, punching my thrower, and then you can dodge. If that's a knockdown, the dancer can actually dodge on a 2+ with reroll towards the.
Oh, whoops!
See that?
Are you thinking with the catcher for that thing?
Yes, because your catcher isn't doing that much right now. And that's actually a good spot either on counter offense or on defense. The only downside is if the ball gets thrown in near where the catcher is now, you don't have him to respond with anymore.
Yeah.
But all the others would need dodges for it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm waiting with ending my turn to give you more time to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would go for the assist with the catcher and then the 2-die block with the loner and then the blitz with the dancer. Yes.
That strip ball is always nice.
Exactly. 2 dice with strip ball does mean that if you push me and the ball doesn't go out, chances are I'm just scooping it right back up and scoring.
It's a treat.
Oh, very good. Very good. Well, you got your snake eyes out the way.
Yeah, that's good. Would be very bad to have those on the block.
Yeah. Yes, that is indeed the square. If you put it one square north from here, you would actually be forcing yourself to leap after all.
Yeah, that would suck. I think I'm going to start with this since I have as many places as possible to react with.
Yeah. Yeah, you could maybe stand up touchdown, but to be honest, that could just be giving up a free block.
Yeah, by the mighty bow block.
Yeah, so I wouldn't.
Alright, here goes.
Works.
And I want to stay.
Pick the right direction and don't follow. Yeah, those are really important moments. So there you go, clear path. I should have made a GFI with that gutter. Didn't actually count this out until after.
Well, the snakes are gone. 6.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Alright, I'm gonna take the reroll here.
I would too, but it's tricky because it's your last one. Strip ball does a thing. Of course, tackle would be even better, but wow, last reroll.
Yeah.
I would be a little bit hurt by that as well if I were you. That's not a bad bounce for you though. First thing is I would move the tackle dancer. Probably screening off the line rat who could go there.
This one.
Or even marking, yeah. Because if you fail the pickup, I will want to blitz him free.
Yeah.
And that guy could help with that. At this point, I would actually consider simply standing. Yeah, no. Harbin's not going to really do much, probably. Maybe. I would just use Snowball to pick up the ball now.
Yeah.
Here it goes. 2+2+.
I already rolled 4 once this turn.
There you go. Don't touch it. Don't do anything with that ball. It's not going to get much safer than it is now. Well done. You could even get a 2-die on my garter, which I think is kind of okay. You dodge touchdown out, get him next to the garter, or even next to both of them, or next to both of them if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can 2-die the garter, fish for a pow. No. I would put him towards my end zone.
So he's still in contact with touchdown?
Yeah, so that he's in and then follow so that he's in contact with both. Because he's going to want to go towards where the ball is, and this way you're standing in his way.
Alright.
On the other hand, he is a guarder, and now he's using guard, but...
And 2 players.
Well, you can't really use guard on one player.
I mean, he could be marked and still guard another player, but now he's providing blocks on.
One,
you do have a 2 dice now on both of them. Weird alignment.
Yes. So. You've got me under some serious pressure here. Well done.
Well, to be fair, you put yourself in this situation. What to do.
Yes, and by choosing to take the treeman bait. You see why the dancer is where he is now?
Yeah.
If you have failed to pick up, you'd still want him there. And now that you've succeeded to pick up, he's still in a good spot. That's where you know if both the failure and the success of your action have the same ideal position for a player, then you know you can always put him there in advance.
Yeah.
I can't reach. That would be a 4+. Yeah. We're doing some dodgy shizzle now. Oh, not like that.
I think that's fair. That last dodge looks fine.
Whoops. Well, that's a lot of ones.
I think we have 2 turns each with a lot of ones now, right?
Yep. So these GFIs are scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to do something like... I can't really reach that. Yeah. Here goes. Here goes nothing. Oh, another one.
And then you're fine.
Ooh, that helps. Yeah, that helps a little bit.
Yeah, that's very nice of you.
Strip ball. Not needed.
Oh, come on.
Okay. It's okay. You still got control. It may not look like it, but seriously, you've got a tackle dancer and a strip ball dancer. The only problem is you have no more rerolls. But other than that, you are actually doing kind of all right here. We're going to fish for POWs there. Yeah, that's not a POW. Very good.
Put you in a slightly better position as well.
Yeah, except I had already kind of planned to do that.
Yeah, but you're going to fail this one. Oh,
nope.
Shit. At least it's not tackle.
Oh, do you want to know what I did that was really dumb?
Not marking this player? I don't know.
My only touchdown threat is agility 3. That's not true. I'm braining. Isn't it better to leave the dancer sandwiched? Yeah. Well, he is. That was weird. My brain went completely blank for a moment. I know what this is. I keep switching sides in my head because I'm taking your perspective every turn. Now, okay, now I feel less bad about that weird moment. Okay. How do you fix this? How do you fix this?
Okay,
you use the strip ball for the sack, I guess.
Here's my thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really want to hit him from this direction, really, but that would require me to move this guy, who obviously wants the ball, down here, and he doesn't do much good down there if he wants to score. But I also feel like I'm content with not scoring at this point.
If you stop me from scoring, you've won the drive, yeah.
Yeah. So would you say it's fair to move him over here?
I wouldn't. Because of tackle. If it weren't for tackle, I would.
Oh, you have tackle on him. Oh, you have tackle on him.
Yes, exactly. So
why didn't I see those things?
So what I would actually do is I would go for the 2-die sack with strip ball.
And then
although actually I would consider the 2-die with tackle, because if the guy who currently has the ball goes down, your chance of getting it from him is better, and you're going to need that dodge anyway. So yeah, I would blitz, because everything but skulls and pushes is good. Because so I would blitz with the tackler from the diagonal. Yes. And then one down. Yes. And then one side. Yeah, exactly. I would make that blitz. 3+2+. Because then the chance of actually getting that ball is pretty sweet. Because now the gutter isn't next to the ball. If you did this same result with the strip ball, the gutter would be next to there. You don't want to catch this, but you don't want me. Yeah.
But then you can catch it just as well.
That's true. But if you follow, you only add a -1 to my chance of catching.
Yeah.
If you don't follow, you prevent your catching altogether.
Yeah. That's true.
So.
Now I kind of feel like I want to mark the ball, move the catchers more
yeah.
up, and then
what I would do is I'd mark the ball, then make the 2-die on the line rat, move the other lineman, make the 2-die with the loner on the tackle, hand off the ball to the catcher in a tackle zone, because that's a 3+ with reroll, and then move the catcher.
Okay, you lost me. First 2-die on the line rat.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Do it with touchdown, yes. Oh yeah, by the way, about 10 minutes ago, stand up your tree. Start of every turn. I mean, Jimmy forgot to in his World Cup game, so you're not the only one. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shit. That was not fine. No, that was not fine. Shit. Sorry. That's why this guy was blocking, because you... Okay. Change of plans. You're going to bring Hartman around to... no, the other way. Yes, to get in the Mighty Blow Tackle's way. One more to your left. Oh, go. Doesn't matter. What? Just do something. Dodge the catcher out now. Yes. Go. Further. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Yes, and run. Well, at least you got it. Okay. This can happen.
After I picked up the ball.
Yeah. This can happen in real games too. Trust me, I've been there. I've played one 1-minute league tournament. That was nuts. Getting used to clicking really fast can actually help. Alright, so plan. This seems like an obvious spot for you. This seems like an even more obvious spot for you. You seem like the obvious candidate to be there. Because then this is a 2-die with strip ball. Yeah, or POWs. POWs are good. POWs are nice. POWs are my friends.
Yeah, this is looking very, very bad.
I do not have a gutter here. I should have done this sooner, actually. Or no, because I can do this, which is better. No, because you can do that. Did you just love it when I'm talking to myself and contradicting myself?
Yes.
1, 2... I don't. Well, I do. I mean... Right. I say here's a good spot. And then this looks kind of okay.
All right, please fail horribly.
See, that is how you stall with Skaven.
All right.
So, how much experience do you have in one turning?
Some, but not too much. I usually. Oh wow, this is gonna sound really, really horrible. But I'm usually up with enough points that I don't risk it. It's just gonna cost me players.
If you're leading by say 3-1 and you have one turn left in your drive, I would still try. With Wood Elves or with Skaven, I would still try. Because leading by another touchdown is just a good thing. And the star player points as well. Okay, so you don't have a lot of experience with them. In that case, I'm going to let you do a relatively straightforward one. I'm going to do the backfield defense thing, which makes it a lot easier for you. But knowing how to do these is kind of basics. And once you know how to do these, you can progress. The easiest one is if I do this. If someone does this for you, it happens, then what you want to do is you actually want to make sure that your first push already sends your catcher forward. Do you know how to do that?
Let me think. Yeah, then I need to do him diagonally. I only see how I can send him on to the side, but not forward.
Okay, so what you do is you push my rat into a player who is not the one-turner. Your player, who is not the one-turner, gets pushed. Say you pick Knettle Blade, and you push him into a player where the tree is now, and then the squares behind him are occupied as well. So he goes into the catcher, and the catcher actually goes forward. That saves you a push that may not be a POW. As a matter of fact, if you have a plus movement catcher, and you start off with that, then you don't need any pushes. You just need a POW.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So if someone gives you this, then quite often you have that option, and you don't need sidestep for it. If what you'll see way more often, because most people know enough to do this, is this. And this makes it a bit harder because you wind up without... Yeah, so you wind up needing a push for the first one and the second one, and then you can get a POW for the third.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable setting this up yourself, or do you want me to walk you through it?
Now, if I'm not done by the 2-minute mark,
yes.
You can get in, but I think I will.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So... I'm just putting players each where I want them now, not where they're actually gonna be.
I would start the catcher 1 square further in. And then the lineman 1 square further in as well. Because you can push my rat diagonally, and then you already have the squares behind him filled with players who can still act. See what I mean? The touchdown goes 1 towards the tree.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, now I'm with you.
Yeah. And then you fill up the 2 squares on the flank of the catcher. Yes, that one. And then that one. Exactly.
Do I have another block? I do not.
You don't really need the tree to do much. I would just take Snowball around back so that he can clear up space. So that he can fill up space. I would ideally use a catcher for the backfield because they're faster.
I think I put the tree where 8-ball is. Like that, right?
Oh, no, I meant I would use the catcher in the back to do the pickup because he's faster.
Oh yeah, I thought I was going to put 2 guys back there. To just have more coverage.
2, 4, 6, 8. If you put the catcher 1 more square forward, then you can bring a guy back, because right now the catcher can actually help fill up a square.
All right. Who should I take then?
Well, since you've got 2 loners there, you're gonna want one to. Let's think. I would actually make the blitz not with the dancer, because you need to push anyway.
Yeah.
And the dancer can dodge out with reroll to fill up a better spot. Same thing goes for the block. So I would put the dancer in the back of that that cluster, and the other dancer swap him with touchdown, I guess. But then be sure to swap touchdown with the loner as well, because you don't want to make the first blitz with the loner since you actually need the push there. Yeah, no. I'd actually be tempted to swap touchdown and the tree, and then swap the loner and touchdown, and then send touchdown in the backfield. No, wait, that doesn't work. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm
leave it. Yeah, if you change things now, you're gonna mess it up. I know this for sure. This is how those go. That's just a fact.
Yeah, I just wrote this in your stream earlier.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Right, so you give the ball to the catcher who needs to actually run it in, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Now, dancer to blitz. Needs a push. Well, that was anticlimactic. Why so serious?
Okay, if you look at the casualty, I would definitely apple him.
If it was badly hurt, I would apple him. But in a miss next, yeah, I don't know. Ouch.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me wish you had saved the reroll for the 1 turn, huh? Thank you to all of my patrons for helping make this channel possible. Would you like players named after you too? then you can become a patron via the link below. Go for the one turn, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried so hard. I kicked in the corner and I left my players, but it didn't help. At least you're learning how to deal with Nuffle.
Yeah. Oh, I had worse games. Much worse games.
Corvain is very rightly pointing out that you're not in the text thingy that's over here yet. I need to update that manually when people patronize.
Patronize that. I actually think the dice has been kind of fair to me this game. Mostly stuff going wrong because I'm not used to seeing the things they're trying to show me. So it takes so much time.
Yeah, I get that. I get that entirely. Yeah. Let's see. If I were you, what would I do? So, bit of a step back. If you, perspective on the game, it matters a lot whether you think you can settle for a draw, whether that's okay for your result for the season, whether that means you're guaranteed to be in playoffs or maybe even guaranteed not to make playoffs. So knowing this is a good moment to think, do I need to play for the win or do I need to play for the draw or, whatever.
I'd say both possibilities are things I should practice. I do have a really hard time against Skaven, and I feel like I would have problems stalling with fewer players against them. But I also need to practice my two turners. And that way I can practice also the two turner and hopefully even practice defense against them afterwards again.
Yeah, sure. So go for it. Yeah, what I was more trying to say is that if you're in a league and you know the scores, then this is the moment to actually keep those in mind, which I always fail at, and then I have people in chat who look them up for me. Like, do I need to win this game? I don't really know. Blitz targets, I would honestly consider blitzing in, punching the sure hands, and going back, because the claw isn't that scary for you. The mighty blow is scary, but the tackle is the really nasty one. And if you get a lucky removal on the sure hands, he's also armor 7, whereas the mighty blow is armor 8. If you happen to get a lucky removal on the sure hands, that would help so much, because then suddenly after your 2-turn, your defense, your active defense is way scarier. Oh wait, never mind. I'm gonna shut up now because you don't have strip ball anymore. No, target the mighty blow.
I thought that was the reason, because I don't have strip ball. That was the reason to take away. Oh no, never mind. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for just assuming that what I say makes sense. You have a minute and a half to set up for. Well, you're gonna throw 3 blocks and a blitz for sure. One of them is going to be a 3-die. None of them is going to be with Loner. The Loner is probably going to move to assist against the Mighty Blow Claw. Yeah. The catcher is not going to be blocking though, so the catcher should be assisting something.
Probably here for the 3-die.
Yep.
That's 1, 2 in the blitz. Though if I go for 3 blocks, I won't really 2-turn, I feel like.
Yeah, well, then I would go for the 3-turn, because you're still playing against an armor 7 team that has no bench. So getting those punches is more important than the difference between scoring on turn 2 or even 4. 4 is fine too.
Yeah. So
Move the loner forward 1 and have him assist after the block.
Yeah.
I'd even consider the diagonals.
The diagonals?
Right now,
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So I hit him in a good direction.
Exactly.
Guess I can put this guy over here as well.
Yep.
Would also...
The treeman I wouldn't bother with.
No.
Because the catcher isn't going to block anyway.
No. Alright. And this way I'm also... Wings a bit more safe against the blitz.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about a steal this turn.
Yeah.
I'd start with the one next to the loner. Because if you succeed that one, you've got a safe play to do next.
Yeah. I do not.
Yeah, I would have rerolled that too.
Yeah.
I would have thought about it a bit longer, maybe. and then wound up with the same decision.
Okay.
Follow, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
Knettle Blade is no more.
It's really a key player for you as well, so that feels good.
I would put the Belarvan next to the that works too.
I'm thinking here or here, so you can screen off my War Dancer afterwards.
Yeah, the reason I put him next to him is because you can blitz from straight front. No, actually to the side. Because then you can blitz from the front and choose whether to leave the Mighty Blow Tackle connected or not connected, depending on whether he goes down.
If you put stand here and blitz, then I need to leave you connected, right? So do you mean here?
No, where you were before, yeah. And then you blitz.
Okay.
Yeah.
And blitz from here.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Because then they're still screening the dancer off, and you're depending on the knockdown, you can choose to stay connected or not. So in this case, it's not a knockdown, so he goes to the side, and you are screened off if you move even a single square. But I moved 2 because that Skaven, that Mighty Blow tackles pretty fast.
So here.
Yep, exactly there. Now I need 2 GFIs to punch him.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe the 3, because
yes,
1 and 9 is going to be...
And loner is not a problem anymore this turn?
No. There's a silver lining.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him to the side.
I would put him in.
Straight up.
I was thinking left for you.
Okay. Well.
Doesn't matter much though. Definitely start with Snowball's block and not the other one, because towards the tree is good.
Yeah. Almost kind of want to push her. So
no. No.
I'll take the bow.
Yes. And definitely follow, because then he can't dodge away from you as easily because of the tree.
Straight to the left or back?
Yes, straight to the left, because then he's stuck.
It's very stuck. So is this about the time to think about the ball and where you can do shenanigans to get the ball?
You could even put up a scoring threat still. If the Harpman goes next to the loner. No, not behind, next to. Yes. And then the Gomer pile. I would wait until after the pickup, because if the pickup fails, you don't want him that far forward. But Gomer pile could actually stand in front of the dancer and be a viable scoring threat. Okay.
So how far can you reach?
Very good.
There. So I can
Not far.
I can be at the T.
You can go your full movement without GFIs and you're fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you don't want the GFI with no reroll there.
No, I don't.
Yeah. But if Gomer Pyle goes one square in front of the dancer, then he's... Or there, but yeah, I'd go for there. Harder to blitz because of the anti-assist.
Yeah.
Then he's actually a scoring threat as well.
Okay, yeah, okay. If I go further, he's very... So I'd rather have the 5, I guess.
Sorry, you broke up for a second. If you go further...
That if I put him here, you could easily blitz him.
That's one GFI for a 2-die, yeah.
Yeah, so then I'd rather have him here and have 3 GFIs for the touchdown, if I need to take it.
Exactly, yes. And you probably will wind up not making that touchdown. But it's nice to have the threat out there.
Yeah.
Although you also have the linemen who are scoring threats, of course. Because Wood Elves. Yeah, because now I'd need to make 2 GFIs to blitz that, and I'd need to cancel the anti-assist as well.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's so damn hot, and I'm on my 7th day on antibiotics, so I'm very...
Oh, wow.
I'm very dried out and have a hard time thinking, I feel like.
Yeah, it's actually slightly cooled down in the shed now, which helps.
It feels like your shed is one of those like torture hot boxes during these types of inferno summers.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I'm actually okay with you having a chance to score. As long as you're rolling some serious dice for it.
There you go.
That does not use dodge, so we're going to go here as well. Oh, that's very efficient rolling. 2, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That was dumb. I'm actually reconsidering where I'd rather be. Yeah, no, here's good. Alright, so I'm leaving you in this position. You can score, but stunned guy is mean to you.
Yeah.
You can blitz my blodge gutter, but then tackle guy is actually mean to you.
Yeah. Since you had 2 guys stunned on the other side, I would do... Oh, this is end of your turn, yeah, so they're not going to be stunned your next turn.
That is correct.
Because I kind of feel like swapping sides here.
Sorry, I was distracted by chat for a second. How much do you want the score this turn?
I would not have taken this score if it wasn't the last turn and I really needed it, I think. I would rather go for another turn.
In that case, I would blitz the strip ball. First action, 2-die blitz, strip ball. Because knowing whether he's down and knowing whether he's armor broken matters so much.
Yeah.
He's not worth 3 dying, because that moves way too much of your strength the wrong way. But just go straight up diagonal blitz with the tackle, punch him, see where that takes you. Not very far, it seems. Not worth it. If you had 4 rerolls, I would totally reroll this, but with 2, you don't. So this means you know that there's a massive threat out there.
Yeah.
And you know that there's basically nowhere to get really safe. But he doesn't have leap, so I would actually consider a cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, follow?
Yeah, you could get tackle on him, but you can also use him for the cage. That's fine. Either works, really.
Also have those. I want to use a tree for it, but you have those 2 stun linemen there, who's gonna be up and about. So I'm guessing I don't want the cage around there.
That's fine. Prone players are not a problem. I mean, they can go places anyway. The only difference is now they can do so by standing up.
Yeah.
I would actually go either mark the strip ball, because it's scary, and if he uses the reroll, that's good for you.
Yeah.
Or move 3 squares forward and form the cage from the dancer.
Here.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I want those.
Okay. Then I would move the tree 1 diagonal left and then 1 forward. Yes. You can rely on the tree not getting knocked down by that lime rat, I think. So then you have a good idea of where... Oh, that's actually GFI, isn't it? Shit.
I can put him there and up and hand off.
Yeah, but why hand off? At least you got dodge. I would just make the GFI 1 square. If you had been sensible, like I wasn't, and counted beforehand, you would have had the dancer 1 square back, and then caged up there.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I thought okay.
So
So
you could. Yeah, I guess you can actually hand off to the other catcher.
Yeah, I thought
because he's got catch. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Do that, because that's safer than the GFI, and then the other catcher forms. So touchdown goes 1 square forward first.
Yeah. That sounds very, very good.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I didn't see that. I heard you say the handoff, but I didn't. I thought you meant to the guy already there. Yeah, this is good. I like it. So you've blitzed. Yeah, dodging away from the mighty blow seems sensible. Marking that prone guy isn't bad. I would actually put snowball 1 square diagonally forward first, because that keeps Vorsh trapped.
Oh yeah. Sensible. And then this dude kinda...
I would probably stick him into the cage to prevent the cage dive.
Here.
There works. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Thinking you're a wizard when it comes to chain pushes, so it's like kinda didn't want to fill it up too much.
You're fine in this case.
Right.
There's no one I can chain push the carrier next to. Yeah, so you had 1 major threat, tried to take it out, failed, but because you started with that dancer play, you still had the ability to adjust your plan based on the fact that you didn't take out the threat.
Yeah.
And now I have to choose between sticking my stripper onto the dancer, which is scary, dodging from tackle, or making it a 6+. So this guy, Belarvin, the loner you moved in, actually is doing a really good thing. So we're not going to do any of that.
And the play I had in mind was definitely going to leave him more exposed from the strip baller.
Yeah, have it with the strip ball there. You're going to want to make sure that you're as safe from him as you can be. So this is a tough one for you.
Yeah.
I would say same plan, really. But scarier now, because you're far more stuck.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it even harder. Ha! Same plan, no longer an option. Now you do have a very, very scary option. Wow, you really have shit options.
Yeah, they're not great.
You've got... Yeah, you're only one player down, but the... I think what I would try to do is throw some punches and consolidate a little bit. You don't need to score early, per se. That's actually fine. You don't want the sideline cage here. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible to make it a 6+ if you really want. So it's not like it's the end of the world, but it gets you very stuck.
Yeah, but if I was like able to put my cage like a bit further up left above where your gut runner is, would that be sensible?
My left?
This guy.
Okay. Yeah, that could work, but the loner block is super scary.
Yeah.
And the treatment.
Yeah.
I would consider opening with a blitz on the Mighty Blow Claw.
I'd rather have him behind me, right?
Yeah, I guess. It's if he's still there, then he's a problem either way. Good. Behind sounds okay now.
Follow that. Whee! No.
All right. So, you've got a spot that you can almost get safe now. What I would do is I would put your dancer 1 square forward from here. Yeah, because then the loner can actually put him on the tackle still. Those are your corners of the cage, the loner and the dancer. It means you're still not in touchdown range. That means you're gonna wait with dodging until after the loner block.
I'm putting this guy here.
Yeah, you moved your catchers 1 square left, both of them.
Yeah.
Or actually, too late. I was just thinking, the dancer is exposed anyway, so it's not a problem. Yeah. Time for loner blocks, I'm afraid. Good. I would not put him on the dancer.
No. Left or straight?
Doesn't matter much. I mean, he's got movement 9. He'll get there. So. Hey, Andy. Thanks for the host. Hello, people. We're doing a training game. I'm helping Stygian play Wood Elves against Skaven, which is one of his toughest matchups. So yeah, I'd complete the cage with the prone free Lino. Then I 2-die with the tree, something like that. Pity you don't have grab, because I'd rather not follow this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Actually kind of feel like I need to stay here.
It's a better spot for sure.
Look at that.
Not following is fine. I wouldn't stand this up, but yeah, I dodge out Harpman to protect the dancer, so just right next to him, because that way for me to target the dancer means I need to use my guard, which is good for you, and then probably just 1 die, because the dodge would be 3+2.
Yeah.
So it's same failure of same chance of failure, but better outcomes of success.
Yeah.
Oh, and after the 3+, you'd also need a 2+. So yeah, no, this is good. Yeah. This is fine.
Let's stay here to screen off from this side, from our gutters.
Well, you're not going to follow, because then you're giving free blocks, and you really don't want that.
That as well.
This was a good one for numbers, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also the thing. If I'm applying pressure on you, and you're choosing to consolidate and hold firm rather than try and push forward, you're actually throwing way more blocks, which in this case is actually giving you a much stronger position.
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
Oh yeah, and turn.
Thank you. So I have a Mighty Blow Tackle Punch on the dancer. I have a 5+ gauge dive. No GFIs. But I'd have to move the gutter out the way first. You know what? I've had enough of this prancing around. Let's see some action.
Now would be it sounded like famous last words. I hope someone's gonna trip and die now.
No, not you. Jeez. That's GFI because of this guy. We're not going to need this guy here anyway. So we're going to send him out. And now it's not a GFI.
Not even a reroll needed.
And not even strip ball needed or wrestle either. Straight up 6 pow. Wow.
You got in the pause every time you've done that.
This looks familiar.
Like
this looks a lot like my Kislev game.
Well, every time you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, no, 1 die pound 3 times.
Yeah, because then it was strip ball and it actually came back on the guy who I sacked. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So, interesting. Interesting. How do you deal with this? I mean, you're going to take the tackle punch. Because you've been given a 3-die with tackle on the sacker. Yeah. So that's a guarantee. What does that leave you? You've got a 2-die on the thrower, but that's with loner.
Yeah.
I'd start making the 3-die. Because that, knowing what this does matters so much for what everyone else does.
Yeah.
Don't follow, though.
No.
Because that's a free assist on the next block. Okay, so he's still in. That is scary. I'd be considering the blitz on the Mighty Blow tackle, though. Because he's in the way and he's a good target. And then probably assisted by touchdown. and then blitzed by Harpman. If you're going there, then you're yeah. Are you going to be able to escape sightline caging?
Only if I stand here, I'm guessing.
Well, as long as you've got 4 players and not 3 doing it, you can still limit me to a 6+. So that's not too awful.
I would normally have taken this spot.
Mm-hmm. That still works.
I'll go for it. Let's see. How bad can it get? I mean.
Ooh, famous last words indeed.
Yeah, I would probably want. Would you move the catcher first now? This way he would be sacked where he is, but I'm moving first and saying the blade is gonna get served. So
I would keep both catchers where they are right now.
yeah, and then do the blitz.
Yes. Well, that we know, because this also changes where we want to be, because you know that you can't just fill up the squares entirely here. So I would actually move the formation. So you put him to the side, and then not follow. But now I would actually be making my sideline cage with the guy who can't move anymore be the back corner instead of the front corner, because you didn't get the knockdown.
Yeah. How far can your freaking gutters go? 1, 2, 3.
Far enough. Always far enough.
Yeah. Okay, I'm inclined to here, because either way you're just gonna dodge in there and surf him with a half die.
Yeah, I just keep it there because that makes the surf harder. Yeah. You can still clog it up with the prone catcher, but that's going to be some GFIs. Right now, your catcher's still safer there than anywhere else. I would move the tree diagonally forward 1 square. Yep, there. Oh, or keep him in place. In place is a good spot too.
Yeah, felt like that was the way to go, really.
You've got 2 rerolls. Doing a single reroll would already get you in. You don't want that. Ideally, you'd be making a diamond shape out of these guys, because then it's a 6+ to get in there. But you can also make it more like a T shape, if you see what I mean.
Either that.
Yeah, that's 1 GFI, and that gets you that. Well, that makes my life a lot harder. It's still possible, but
or that. Was that what you meant with the
diamond? Yeah, that's the diamond I meant. Yes, I'd consider this right now, because then my surf becomes a 6+.
Yeah. That's a tackle.
Nice. You still got a 2 die on the thrower. I take that for sure. There you go.
At this point, this is a loner.
Yeah,
tying up
yes, it is. It is. Especially since I'm going to have to work to make that a 2 die, and that may not be worth it for me. Last guy dodges and marks the gutter, because if he uses his dodge on the blitz, then that's good for you. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. One thing. I can't reach there. Could do that one. Well, I guess the Mighty Blow tackle isn't going to punch him after all. I figured if I push here, I'd get another shot with the other guy.
Not needed.
Nope. So, where does that leave us? This is actually relatively secure, isn't it?
At least my tree is in a... It could have been in a worse place. No.
So I gave you an option, quite deliberately, as an educational tool, basically. And feel free to tell me if you can guess what it is.
I would guess that it's blocking both, two-dying both gutter runners and blitzing off the linemen and then just run it in. Should I think longer first?
I think you're probably better off if you blitz the guard with the tackle. But the thing I was actually talking about here was the option to put my sacker onto the tree. I always really like when my my tree is rooted and I find a way to block or blitz the opponent player next to the tree so that he still has stuff to do. I don't think it's the best play here per se.
Yeah, I was thinking...
Yeah.
It's a one die by now, yeah.
Yeah, that's so I think blitzing the guard out is the best option you got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you get him down, then with 1 GFI you could actually assist as well.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is probably the play.
There we go.
Might as well get that pesky reroll thingy out of the way first.
Yeah.
Or... Yeah, it's all bad, isn't it?
Yeah, this is pretty bad. But I'm guessing now I'll take the two dice and then run it in. Hopefully.
Which two die?
Yeah.
You could, yeah, there is an option. Your dancer dodges 1 square forward, then you don't GFI. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Better than the GFI.
I also still have the dodge reroll.
Yeah, because the first one was from tackle. Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Now you've got the 2 die. Yes. There you go. So that worked.
That works.
And enough time to steal the ball and score again.
Yeah, or enough time to suffer a 2-1.
That's right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's fair. I had one more to begin with, after all. And everyone in this game is armor 7 except for my blitzers.
My tree.
Nope, him too.
Okay, not okay.
As a matter of fact, everyone's armor 6 because I've got Mighty Blow.
That's true.
All right.
Alright, I kinda feel like I would normally be a bit further back than normal. So, like here. I don't know if that's the right way to go.
I would not allow the opponent to get even a funky blitz on the dancer.
No.
because you've only got the one, and if I take him out, your defense is hopeless.
Can't do that either. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would mean like here.
Yeah, I would put the 2 linemen out a square more. That helps a lot. Means I have to run around more. And you could, yeah. I mean, you don't expect me to go through the tree. So you can assume that that side is actually safe. So you could even put those 2 linemen forward 1 square and then put the dancer forward 2 squares. That's probably what I do. You take yeah, and then the linemen on the flanks take one step forward.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, that kind of looks like a punch to me.
See, because the tree, because now in order to punch the dancer, I have to go through the tree. Yeah. And that's if I have 4 turns, I'm not going to get stuck on that tree. Or rather, if I'm silly enough to do that, then that's good for you.
If you don't kill the tree, that is.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I think we're just going to be pretty straightforward. Block that. Block that. Blitz one of those guys. Yeah, sure. Let's pick this side. Because I like to have my mighty blows spread out across the flanks a bit more.
I just realized that normally when you hear, I hear you like, oh, gain a turn. That's something. Hear you like mumble for yourself in stream. It's kind of soothing. But now that I'm playing you and hear you mumbling, it's kind of ominous.
I see that. Yeah, I get where you're coming from there. You're like, yeah, I'm going to kill this guy, and then I'm going to kill that guy. And you're like, wait. No one's killing anyone here. Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Then we're going to kill this guy. Yep, he's already dead. Doesn't know it yet.
Weak.
Walking time bomb, that guy, I'm telling you. It's like the 5-finger death punch. Let's see, they can reach equally far, which is here. 2, 4, 6. That's fine, really. Do we want to do anything else? Yes, we want this guy here. This guy. Yeah. There. Aha. Ha. And then here. Not snakes.
That's bad.
Get. Good. And yonder. Alrighty then. Can he reach? Nope. So, here is the situation I've left you with. How
Make
do...
it sound like a nice gift.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have 2 scoring threats, if I'm counting correctly.
That is correct, yes.
Oh, 3. 3 scoring threats.
Oh, that is very astute. It's definitely 3. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about the lineman catch to GFI play too much, to be honest.
No.
I mean, the gutter who is screened off is a much more obvious scoring threat.
Yeah.
And also screened off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. So it's like this guy, and hopefully get some people in the way for the gutter.
Yep. Yeah, I just set up the screen. That works. So what I always do when you plan this is actually count from the side and say, if I have my screen up, where do my guys need to be? Because then you can actually make sure that when you place your assists, they're already... So in this case, you did it right. But you could actually have the screen forward 2 squares as well. If you put touchdown on the other side of Leek.
No, there.
Yes. Because then your screen becomes much more forward and also disrupts my play more, because then the tree can actually help that screen as well. Now, that doesn't mean you kind of need a knockdown.
Yeah. And I want to do that first to see where it leads me, or?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Do I want him inside of my my columns or behind it?
I guess I would blitz from the exact side, because then you can still choose based on whether he goes down or not.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I prefer him dead, but I don't think. Nope.
Well, yeah. So that's definitely an issue. What I do is I'd actually send him towards my end zone. Oh, I meant the one where I score. That's not really clear, is it? Sorry. This is going to be iffy no matter what.
Oh, he auto follows. Now I know that as well.
Yeah. It's still not disastrous or anything. Oh, no. Ooh.
Here we go.
That's better. Yes, that's way better. So you can still get a reasonable formation up. I would actually probably just stand up Hartman at this point. And send out the catchers. Now you're going to have to worry a little bit, though. What are you going to have to worry about?
Well, if you take down Hartman, you will be able to go through there pretty easily, I'm guessing. Also, you can block Hartman pretty easily since he's connected. Then you can blitz touchdown, and then you have a big hole, I'm guessing.
The biggest problem is it's turn 13. You're working against me scoring on 13.
Okay.
If you commit all of your dudes to stopping me advancing around that flank, and I go, well, I'm going to advance around the other flank and score in 4 turns from now, then that doesn't really help you that much.
Nah. But if I don't do this, you have to run 2 as well. But of course, I'd rather have you score now than.
Yep. So I wouldn't go overboard on that. I would actually probably keep them in the center, especially since the columns failed already.
Yeah. Ah!
That's okay. That's doing fine. Because at least now you've got a balanced spread of force around the pitch.
Yeah.
Right, Dancer's there. Dancer I can target. They're just going to be here. I think that's a fine spot. And this guy really, really, really likes here. See, we didn't have anything to worry about. We're doing fine.
Why didn't you blitz with the tackler there?
Because I apparently didn't see this was a catcher because I went to added skills at some point. I didn't notice that until I finished the blitz.
I thought you had like some super kind of explanation for it.
Oh, I figured the tackler would be safer here. And since I apparently pressed control by mistake, I suddenly did not see that he had skills. Satisfied? In case you hadn't noticed, I can be pretty silly in my coaching sometimes. Yeah, sure, I've got 3 of them anyway.
Alright, makes it easier for me to know if I'm going to blitz a block with my war dancer.
Yep. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. It's mighty kind of you.
So I don't think I left you too much of a good shot here.
No. Nope, I'm not going for the ball.
Yeah, between the guard and the strength 3.
Yeah. So I'll probably look at your 2 scoring threats. Obviously, the gutter is the worst one. So I would be looking for a blitz there if I could. And I don't really feel like marking up the mighty blow tackler because that's gonna hurt. But
Yeah, agreed. Can you after you've blitzed the gutter, you can probably screen off the dancer pretty well. It's going to need 2 GFIs though, with only 1 reroll. But you really don't have much other options.
Nah, I might move this guy first.
I wouldn't move him there. What I would do with that guy is assist the tree's 3 die on the claw.
Ah, I'm very new to trees. Always forget that you're actually strength 6 and not 5.
Yeah, so 1 assist is enough. And this is a fine spot for him anyway, because he can do anything anywhere on the pitch from there. And he's actually still screening a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking if this one might be better if I push you so you don't get an easy 2 die on the catcher.
If you push me, you can push me away anyway.
Oh, that's... okay, I have nothing to defend that statement.
Yeah, I'd start with blitzing the gutter though.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
Nope.
If after the treeman 3 die, you could have blitzed the gutter without GFI.
Without GFI, okay. Inwards the pitch?
Yes. Yes.
Stay if I want to screen him off.
I'd actually consider a follow here.
Okay.
Just for the tackle. And then actually base the Mighty Blow tackle with the Journeyman. Yes. Because he's going to be punching anyway. Mm-hmm. And all the blitzes he could do are scarier.
Yeah.
Now I need to bring someone in for an assist as well. On the wrong side.
Is it worth moving my two linemen a bit to the left, or would that just make you swap sides again?
It's worth it. It's worth it because if I don't have to swap sides, I can focus on your dancer entirely. Yeah. Yes. And me swapping sides here means going towards the tree. That's good for you. Because the tree isn't coming towards me.
Would you go even up here to save the dancer, or?
Worth considering. I was actually planning on blitzing him towards my Mighty Blow tackle, so it's actually a good idea, yeah.
I think that if the game looked like this, I would probably be thinking a lot about saving my poor last dancer when it's missing next game as well.
Yeah, that would be really harsh in league setting.
Yeah.
Time for the 3-die, I'd say. Yeah. That guy's fine where he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Away from the catcher, but stays on the tree.
There we go.
Well, that's settled. Already appoed him once, can't do it again.
Alright, we have one last lineman. I kind of feel like I want to keep him a bit to the right.
Yes. He doesn't move, I think. Yeah. There. There. Turn 14.
Oh, this isn't boding well for my next game.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're a better player than the one I'm facing. I'm pretty positive, that's a fact.
I could just be luckier too.
I think we had about the same dice.
That's very nice, because I really, really, really like this spot for that guy.
Yeah, I can see that. Make it.
Well, he gave his life for a good cause.
Well, he did give his life. I'll give you that.
At this point, I'd be looking at Desperation 1-die sacks, because you're not going to put up a wall. You could try and shove your tree in there, but honestly...
Yeah.
Well, actually, can you get a 2-die still? Yeah, because you've got the catcher in the center. Yeah, you got a decent 2-die from from the back.
If I get rid of the tree, move the catcher up to the back and leap, or leap in there, I'm guessing.
With 2 GFIs, you could even do it with Snowball, leaving the catcher available to actually do the retrieval afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, this is happening anyway, so...
Yeah.
There you go.
Not sure I like that either.
No, because I really like the reroll.
In that case, you might actually want to consider, if you're playing for the win, sending Snowball forward already. Touchdown threat. If he's not retrieving the ball, because you still got the catcher to do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh, that's stuck though. I didn't see the line rat behind that massive skill block there.
Which line rat?
Right. So, catcher marks the strip ball at least? Because the tree's already doing the thrower.
Oh, yeah.
But that's fine. This is better though, yeah. Because this way you're not getting blocked by the string 3.
Yeah. That's fine.
You could even consider opening with a 3+ dodge and then a 2+ dodge to save the GFI. Not sure how that relates probability wise. It's probably pretty close. You definitely want the 1 dodge.
So this is the one, 1 G5 for the
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is better.
Yeah. And not forget to press blitz.
Yeah, that's... trust me, it's happened a couple of times, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost to be expected. It's here, right?
Yeah, sure. As long as you're 2 squares away and don't take a weird route. Okay, here goes. 3+ jump, 2+ GFI, 2 die blitz.
Fuck.
That's the GFI, yes.
Yeah.
Lost reroll, you have to. You absolutely have to. There you go. That's the POW. And now, the magic.
We'll see. No. Come on.
That's a great spot for you. That is splendid.
Yeah.
Stand up Hartman. Because you want to make sure everything in my life gets harder.
Yeah.
I would use the catcher. Just dodge things. I would take the 3+ dodge. Just stand up touchdown as well. Because if you fail, he's not going to do anything. Yeah. If you succeed, the ball's not going to be anywhere near here.
Shall we try that as well?
Yeah. Now imagine if this guy had agility 5.
Yeah, imagine that. Wouldn't that be something? He would have picked up that ball then.
Yeah. Well, at least you stood Hartman up. So, still interesting. I don't have to...
Was actually to mark with him and then a bit greedily take Hartman for the pass. But I see now that that's a worse play. Ironically, though, that would have been his 2+ dodge there. So that would have been something.
Yeah, that didn't work.
You're a real hero, 8-ball.
That worked, though. And now we have access to here. Ooh, yeah, you know what? That seems worth it.
I was almost prepared for a double skull there at the reroll.
Well, I still need to get away from the dancer with a no block. This is a 1 die, right? Yeah. I'm not stalling there. You did it. You pushed me to score early. Thanks to the Riot.
One turn.
Hey, the difference between a 1-turn and a 2-turn is pretty relevant. Oh wait, the difference between not getting a 1-turn and getting a 1-turn. I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you the same setup I did last time.
I wish I had saved the
Oh, jeez. I was like, why am I getting tired? But we've been at it for a while.
Yeah, same here. I was like, this is getting mushy in my head.
Should have blitzed directly from below, would have saved the reroll.
Then would it be on 1 dice, right?
Okay, Manus, I'll take your word for it. I'm getting too tired. Like a bicycle.
I think that would have put me by your guard, though. I'm not sure.
Player count's going to be an issue, though. So this is where... This is also where things get way easier with sidestep, by the way. Because if you have like only 4 players in a formation there, your first blitz goes into your catcher who sidesteps forward. And then he already shapes the triangle for the block for the chain push. So you can get there with way fewer players. Still possible, but I think you want the tree and the lineman swapped, because the tree is going to 3-die. And I would actually swap the lineman and the dancer as well. Do you want to know why?
Dodge?
Exactly. The blitz block won't help you because you need a push. Yeah. But after that, the dancer needs to reposition, and dodge helps him with that. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, this looks quite okay.
All right, let's do it. I'm guessing we've been over for 2 hours, and it's gonna speak.
Yeah, I think we started a little bit before 11 our time or something. Not too much. That's a bad kick for you, by the way.
Yeah,
it's 1:30.
1:30.
Yep.
All right, let's just get the double skulls again.
Well, that also ends it anyway.
All right. Well, thank you very much for.
Sure thing.
For your time.
I hope you feel like it was helpful, like you learned something.
Yeah.
Good.
I did. I think I'll learn maybe more watching it later as well.
I can see that. Yeah. And you can laugh at me getting confused over which end zone is whose.
And also...
it's not the first time that's happened either.
And also, I had a hard time thinking while trying to listen to your advice.
Yeah, there's a lot of information process going differently. It's that goes both ways. I totally get that. All right. Well.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Sure thing. My pleasure. And good luck with the woodies in Rebel.
Thank you very much. All right.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
And to the viewers, thank you all very much as well. This was a pleasure, and I shall be returning tomorrow. I'll be playing my my Wild Hogs game too far. At 7 my time, which is 5 p.m. UTC, and after that, after that I'll be playing the World Cup game. which is going to be at 7 UTC, which is 9 p.m. CEST. So that's what we're going to be doing. After we kill this dancer, because, you know, dancer files are a must, right? So, see you all tomorrow! Night, people. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my content, then do press the subscribe button and the little bell, and I'll see you around.